In dealing with debt, Ted Rossman, the senior industry analyst at Bankrate.com, is here to help everybody avoid a holiday debt hangover. We are doing this year. Does shopping early help, Ted?
I am a big fan of early holiday shopping. It gives you an opportunity to spread out your cash flow, and the best deals are already out there. Black Friday basically starts in October now. We've already seen things like Target Circle Week, Amazon Prime Big Deal Days, similar sales from Best Buy and Walmart and others. Retailers have started the promotions early and often, and that's something we've also seen in other recent years. Early shopping took off during the pandemic. I think it's a good thing for spreading out your cash flow, doing your research, finding the best deals. I like the idea of stacking discounts too. So take advantage of the store promos, and they're going to be abundant this year. But don't stop there. Use a rewards credit card that you hopefully pay in full and avoid interest. That could be a second way to save on that same purchase. Go through an online shopping portal like Rakuten or shop through Chase. That could be a third way to combine your savings on that purchase. We also see things like Amex offers and Chase offers and other digital coupons. Those can be a good way to save as well.
If you don't shop early, what can you do to avoid impulse purchases?
Account for them on the front end. If you've set a good budget, then it's not really an impulse purchase. It's something that you've pre-planned for. It's that whole pay yourself first idea. The National Retail Federation says the average American spends about $900 on the holidays. Well, you probably still have something like 5 paychecks between now and the end of the year. So if you save $180 from each of them, that's your $900 holiday fund right there. I'm not saying that you can't buy anything or you can't have any fun. Just make sure you've accounted for it ahead of time. You might not even know exactly what it's for, but as long as you've earmarked those funds, you're going to give yourself a better chance to avoid pricey credit card debt. The average there is over 20%.
What are some ways to make credit cards work for you?
Half of credit card holders typically pay in full every month. So they avoid interest, they take full advantage of rewards and convenience and buyer protections. By the way, those buyer protections can be really useful around the holidays. Everything from purchase protection, which helps you out if something is lost or damaged, or extended warranty coverage that can often add a year or more to a manufacturer's warranty. Those kind of things are beneficial. I'm a big fan of things like ShopRunner as well. So American Express and certain Chase cards will give you a free ShopRunner membership. That's a service that normally costs $79 a year. It gives you free 2-day shipping and free returns at dozens of popular retailers. These are the kind of perks that you can take advantage of. Also, browser extensions, things like Capital One Shopping that can help you find the best deals. Get your credit cards working for you. As long as you're paying in full and avoiding interest, there's a lot to like.
Any tips on paying off holiday debt quickly?
Yes, we should talk now to the other half who carry credit card debt. And by the way, it's often through no fault of their own. It's often medical bills, car repairs, day-to-day expenses, practical things like that that lead to credit card debt. You don't want to dig the hole any deeper around the holidays, though. So make sure that you set a good budget. Maybe consider cutting back on your gift list and buying fewer things this year, or making things if you're crafty or a good baker. There are a lot of helpful debt management strategies out there. Signing up for a 0% balance transfer card could pause that interest clock for up to 21 months if you get a card like the Wells Fargo Reflect or the Citi Simplicity. You could work with a reputable nonprofit credit counselor, someone like Money Management International, who can probably negotiate something like a 7 or 8% rate over 4 or 5 years. You could also take on a side hustle. There are a lot of extra ways to make money around the holidays, and that can defray some of these year-end expenses.
Thank you, Ted.
No problem. Thanks for having me.